So this morning with these Kokanee, we're going to be running some of Max Lure's gear. Chartreuse and pink, great contrast combination. So we're going to run that on a spinner with a ball troll. So with Max Lure, you know, they give you a lot of leader, which is great. Sometimes, you know, if you want to run these a little bit longer, but for our purpose today, and what I found to be the most successful is I just take about 12 inches right tip to tip on the trailer hook with a little bend behind these sling blades. It's got a nice little whipping action. It's got enough action for the smile blade to work really effectively. And these are some new colors that are going to be coming out here shortly with the mini Kokanee Pro. So you can see that chartreuse and that pink and the contrast. That is just a deadly lure. So these are the Max Lure flasher releases, and I love these things. They put out a lot of action, especially if these fish are on a spinner bite, but it keeps all this stuff on the downrigger. So it comes with this that you can attach to the ball. I really like running inline, so I can use these stick weights to bounce if I want to. So I just put a clip from Scotty on there. We'll go ahead and attach the line there. Maybe a 10-foot setback. Super effective. And again, you leave all that drag on the downrigger. That's the key. So with these flash releases comes this ultra release. I've heard some people complain about them. They're really effective when you learn how to use them. And what I mean by that is you have an adjustment here for your line. So you have to set it for the diameter, not diameter, but a pound test line you have. You're just gonna do a little twirl in your fingers. You create that loop. That loop is just gonna go behind there for leverage, behind the snap. And then you're gonna pull it towards it and you should hear it snap like that. And that locks it in. They're pretty effective if you can fine tune them and you're always using the same pound test. For these guys, we're running 12-pound P-line CXX just because they're not line shy. We want an abrasion resistant line. So having them all set across different rods, those are really great to have on board. You can just clip them right in. You don't have to worry about adjusting them.
Mark, tell me about your Christophel special little spinner blade on your sling blade there.
Little Frankenstein sling blade. You know, Mike Hall actually was the one that told me to try this. And it's facing down, so you're gonna face that blade towards the direction of the Dodger. And it actually puts just enough drag on that Dodger. It gives it a different action. It almost like skips every now and then. And I've just found it to be very productive. It certainly definitely doesn't hurt. I haven't found that to be the case. Is it a game changer? I don't know, but I've left it on there. You know the drill? There you go, reel, buddy. Well, that didn't take long.
Good job. Reel. All right, we got him. Sling blade with the extra blade. Good job, Callan.
So one thing that's great about these sling blades right here is we can put a bend and adjust it for whatever speed that we're running. So it just gives a little extra whip to these lures. But the great part is if we decide to go trolling for trout or something like that, we just straighten it right back out, and now it'll run at that 3 miles an hour, maybe 3.5. So very versatile blade to be running.